how do you sort of differentiate yourself with, as you say, the explaining kind of the differentiation between privacy and anonymization? How do you sort of get that message across to your customers?
Well, it's very simple. We typically take some sample data and run through with a number of prototypes we've built over the years, that way we show the different approaches, and we show what access to raw data looks like in terms of impact on privacy and accuracy. We show the anonymization, we show the aggregation method, and any other method that a client might be using, and we contrast it with leap year. Yeah. And when a client sees the results against the old data, it's a pretty quick win, because the results are really staggering. We went from either or, right? You had either privacy or accuracy, or now you have both, right? So it's very quickly apparent that we was a superior method of protecting data.
And as data and privacy becomes so important across geographic areas, like in terms of US and EU, and how do you address, how are customers addressing GDPR and other privacy issues between the US and the UK or Europe?
So we've been vetted by third parties as having exceeded the most standards. So in Europe, we exceed GDPR. We are fully compliant with the Swiss data protection laws, Chinese, Singaporean, Brazilians. We're very strong validation from data privacy experts. We also exceed the requirements from CCPA in the US, as well as HIPAA. So the clients, again, they can see us as a way to comply with all these different laws without ever having to move the data, right? That's, I think, the beauty of the approach. So again, the example of having a data science team in Bangalore, I've seen data in Zurich. Yeah, I think it's without leap year, we can't do that, right? It's illegal. So I think we have the method is very elegant in that way, in the sense that data access can be done across lines of business, globally, across countries, different types of clients. It doesn't matter if it's a consumer or small business or corporations or a buy-side firm. The data access now is possible across all the lines of business within a large organization.
And if a client here looking at this, how would a client get started with leap year and start implementing this? And what's the kind of process you go through with your customers to get this in place?
So the first thing we do is sit down with the customer to define the top use cases. In a large firm, in a large cleaning house or bank, there are dozens of use cases. So we try to hone in on the ones with the most prevalent ROI to prove the case. The leap year installation is done under a day. And typically, we can go to production in 5 to 6 weeks. So it's a very, very quick turnaround.
That is very fast, in 5 to 6 weeks. And is it on-prem, or is it a cloud kind of solution in what you?
We on-prem. We don't ever see the client's data by design. We're not a SaaS solution, so we can run on the client's premises or on the private cloud. Because of nature of what we do, there's no. The leap year, there's no data from the client ever being accessed by a leap year. It's always either on site or the client's own environment.